Slot's head was first to appear above the trash. Thimble ran up another trash heap, diving over the top, landing hard on an assortment of hard, pointy objects. Bones, he thought. He looked up and saw Slots jumping down, landing between him and the trash heap. His eyes were ablaze. The other two collectors reached the top of the trash heap and stopped, watching. "No mercy now," Slots said. "Not after that stunt. Hand it over, crook." Thimble heard the words, but he didn't register them. Behind Slots, in a large opening, dug into the side of the trash heap, a large heat signature moved steadily toward them. Thimble started to speak, to warn Slots. Then he stopped. Slots wouldn't warn him. "Nothing to say, crook?" Slots asked, closing in. Thimble scuttled backward, trying to distract Slots long enough for his chance to escape. "You don't want to kill me," Thimble said. "Not yet." Slots drew his sword from his side. "You're right, crook. I don't want to kill you." He raised his sword up. "Not until you hand over the medallion and I've carved a parting message into your flesh." Thimble tried to remain calm as the shape grew larger and larger behind Slots. Its head turned left and right as it walked, sniffing the air. A pit rat, the largest Thimble had encountered. Slots was in striking distance. The pit rat was almost to him, claws scraping against the trash. A shout came from above. "Slots, behind you!" Gina yelled. Slots turned, his eyes widening. It was too late. The rat lunged. Its massive jaws clamped down on Slots' shoulder. His sword dropped from his hand as he yelled out in pain. The hair on the back of Thimble's neck prickled. Someone or something else was behind him. He turned to look. Nothing. The rat began pulling on Slots' upper body, dragging him backwards down the gaping hole in the trash. Slots' two allies slid down the pile to aid him. Thimble scrambled to his feet, backing away slowly as he assessed the situation. The pit rat took blow after blow from the large man's club. Without showing any sign, it felt them. Gina missed with her spear, the trash wall of the creature's lair constricting her. She struck again, attempting to skewer the thing. Thimble saw his chance. He turned to run and immediately hit something. The place had been vacant moments before. Thimble's breath caught in his throat. Two glowing white globes floated within the hooded face in front of him. It was the man that watched him earlier, radiating an aura of death. Thimble froze, transfixed upon the stranger's eyes. The man held a dagger in each hand, partially concealed. He stepped closer, shifting and completely avoiding him, as if Thimble wasn't even there. Gina had finally impaled the rat with her spear, after stabbing it many times. The large man was helping to get Slots free from its jaw. The giant rat lay twitching in a thick, dark pool of its own blood. The hooded man approached silently, a dagger blade moving forcibly across the throat of the unsuspecting large man. He reached at his throat in desperation, choking on his own blood. Gina looked up. Too late. The man had already closed the distance, sliding his dagger between her ribs and into her heart. The last word from her lips came out as a question. "Talon?" She exhaled harshly, not inhaling again. Talon? No one had seen his face and lived, Thimble thought. He had seen his face. The logic closed around him. He tried to move, but couldn't, as he watched inevitably as the assassin approached Slots. Slots looked up at Talon and instinctively grabbed for his blade. It wasn't there. He raised his uninjured arm to defend himself, but the man had already plunged one dagger into him, then the other, then the first again. He did this repeatedly, purposefully missing anything vital. He whispered something Thimble couldn't hear, pushing Slots' corpse to the ground. Blood pooled beneath him. Talon turned calmly and looked at Thimble, walking toward him while casually cleaning his daggers with his cloak. He stopped just out of Thimble's reach. "I'm too late," Talon said. His voice was callous and harsh. It bristled Thimble's ears, causing him to shudder. "Too late?" Thimble asked. "You are possessor," Talon said, "but I will pay you well for it." "Possessor?" Talon ignored the question. What price? Thimble was confused by his words. This? Thimble asked, holding up the medallion. You intend to sell it, don't you? Talon said, and he moved slowly closer with his hand outstretched as if to receive it. You need food more than jewels. I can pay you well for it, treasure to rival the Dawn's vaults. I would like to keep it, Thimble said, not sure where this courage sprang from. He backed slowly away. I don't want to sell it, he said. Thimble would have gladly exchanged it just for his life, but he knew the assassin would never let him live. He knew he was missing something, and the medallion seemed to be the only reason he was still breathing. Well, we must at least try, the man said to himself. I know, he yelled. Thimble recoiled. It won't be like last time, he said. Then he leapt toward Thimble. Thimble turned and ran, making it only a few steps before the man was on him. He turned to evade a strike, and Talon's arm swung again. His dagger glinted in the moonlight. The medallion in Thimble's hand pulsed. Only once. Thimble was unsure whether or not he had imagined it. He felt a slight pull from the thing, an inward nudging back. He leapt backward blindly, flinging himself to the ground, the trash beneath him cushioning the fall. Then it gave way. Talon missed his mark for the second time, as trash and Thimble alike fell into darkness beneath the pits. The last words Thimble heard from the assassin echoed in his ears. You will soon beg us for the riches we offered, ill-fated goblin.